Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving into the world of car troubles, specifically focusing on a common culprit, a faulty starter. If your car has been struggling to turn over lately, making strange noises, or simply refusing to start, there's a good chance your starter might be the issue. In this video, we'll be exploring the telltale signs of a failing starter, so you can identify the problem and get your car back on the road in no time. We'll cover everything from the clicking sounds and slow cranking to the complete lack of response, helping you pinpoint the exact issue. We'll also discuss some potential causes of starter problems, so you can understand what might be behind the malfunction. So, if you're experiencing starting problems with your car, stick around. This video will equip you with the knowledge you need to diagnose the problem and take the necessary steps to get your car back in working order. The starter motor is a crucial component of your car's ignition system. It's responsible for turning the engine over, which initiates the combustion process and gets your car running. When the starter motor malfunctions, it can prevent your car from starting altogether, leaving you stranded. 1. Clicking noise. When you turn the key in the ignition, you hear a clicking sound instead of the usual cranking noise. This clicking indicates that the starter motor is trying to engage but isn't receiving enough power to turn the engine over. 2. Grinding noise. A grinding noise during startup suggests that the starter gear isn't meshing properly with the flywheel. This can be caused by worn-out gears or a damaged flywheel. 3. No noise at all. In some cases, a faulty starter may not produce any sound when you turn the key. This could be due to a blown fuse, a faulty solenoid, or a completely dead starter motor. 4. Slow cranking. If the engine cranks slowly and struggles to start, it could be a sign of a weak starter motor. This can be caused by worn-out brushes, a weak battery, or corrosion on the battery terminals. 5. Intermittent starting. Sometimes, a faulty starter may work intermittently. The car may start sometimes but not others. This inconsistency can be frustrating and unpredictable. 6. Burning smell. If you smell a burning odor when you try to start the car, it could be a sign that the starter motor is overheating. This can be caused by excessive cranking or a short circuit. 7. Smoke. In extreme cases, a faulty starter can even produce smoke. This is a serious issue that requires immediate attention, as it could indicate a fire hazard. If you experience any of these symptoms, it's important to have your starter motor checked by a qualified mechanic. A faulty starter can be a major inconvenience, and it can even damage other components of your car's electrical system if left unchecked. By addressing the problem early, you can avoid further complications and ensure that your car starts reliably every time. The first symptom of a faulty starter is often intermittent starting. This means that the car may start sometimes, but not others. This can be frustrating and inconvenient, but it's important to take it seriously. If your car is starting intermittently, it's a good idea to have it checked by a mechanic as soon as possible. Another early symptom of a faulty starter is slow cranking. This means that the engine takes longer than usual to turn over when you start the car. This can be caused by a weak battery, but it can also be a sign of a failing starter. If your car is cranking slowly, it's a good idea to have it checked by a mechanic. The most obvious symptom of a faulty starter is that the car won't start at all. When you turn the key, you may hear nothing, or you may hear a clicking sound. This clicking sound is the starter motor trying to engage with the flywheel, but it's not able to. If your car won't start, it's a good idea to check the battery first. If the battery is good, then the starter is likely the culprit. Sometimes, a faulty starter will still allow the car to start, but it will take longer than usual. This is because the starter motor is not working as efficiently as it should. If your car is taking longer than usual to start, it's a good idea to have the starter checked by a mechanic. Another symptom of a faulty starter is a grinding noise when you try to start the car. This noise is caused by the starter motor not engaging with the flywheel properly. If you hear a grinding noise when you try to start your car, it's a good idea to stop trying and have the starter checked by a mechanic. These are just a few of the symptoms of a faulty starter. If you're experiencing any of these symptoms, it's important to have your car checked by a mechanic as soon as possible. A faulty starter can be a serious problem, and it can even leave you stranded.